open, man. Yes, sir.
So I was talking about last night fantasy football scores.
Oh, yeah. What you call it got mopped already with the fantasy football. It's already. There's going to be some some L's already in our league. It's over. A lot of points hit last night. A lot of points.
I didn't get hit for none.
Let me see who you playing, dog.
I had 4 points left.
Oh, you played pay this week. Oh.
Watch out, my kicker.
I'm playing little something.
Yeah, you play payday. Payday team trash. He got Dak Prescott playing quarterback. They trash. His fantasy team is trash.
I wouldn't want to start him this week.
No way would I start him.
The Jets their defense look good.
Yeah. Yeah, no way would I start Dak Prescott. I wouldn't even have Dak Prescott on my team. Get him out of here. He trash.
Come on, Big G.
I'd have him on your team.
I lost my quarterback, but I'm going in the rest of the way with Brock we trust. And I'm sticking to it. Dak is trash, dog. I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. He's trash. I got Brock Purdy, dog. I'm rolling with him.
Oh, Brock Purdy don't do you no good.
He gonna hit. He gonna hit. Because I lost Rodgers, so still got a nice squad. But Brock gonna handle his business. Got to get back to the chip, at least to the playoffs, bro. At least to the playoffs. But Dak forever trash.
We will see.
Forever. Hey, man, I want to point out too, man, that thing you made for us. I like that a lot, bro. I like that. You just flashed it on the screen, man.
The homie?
Yeah. That's. I like that. I like that a whole lot, man. That's a great sign. Great post. Like it. Like it a lot. Just want to point that out.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But y'all about ready to get it in?
Yeah, the live chat lit up already. They ready to roll.
I see everybody out there in the live chat, but
they out there.
We'll get to them after we get to this. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, thanks for joining us for another Friday night episode of the Homies Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Tate. We got the homie B Dirt, and we got the little fellow Big G. What's up, fella?
It's crack-a-lackin', Tate, man. Like I said earlier, man, we appreciate everybody rocking with us on the Homies Podcast. The live chat is lit up already. We got some questions for the live chat tonight too, man. Since we're missing one of our fellows, and we ain't coming together like Voltron. We're the small version of Voltron. We one of them little dog horses. It's this missing a piece, man.
I've been struggling through some sinuses, but I'll do my best to not sound worse than I already normally do.
Yeah, you sound about the same, so don't worry about it.
Shoot your normal, B-Dirt. Shoot it. Shoot the normal.
You sound like poop all the time.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So Pay couldn't make it with us tonight. He's grinding. He's making that almighty dollar right now. So
I ain't mad at him.
Well, hey, if you watched Pater last week, you know that he didn't take my suggestions, so he's probably getting that overtime make up for what he picked.
So already I can hit him with a side B-Dirt already. Pay was tire fire on the parlay last week. Oh, he was tire fire.
Well, I don't know if he was all the way tire fire. He had a couple wins, but yeah, he didn't quite come over. I had I was a plus 33 units in 1 week.
Oh, he was killing them.
Fire.
He was out there killing them.
On fire.
Big G.
Yes, sir.
I had this for Pay, man. What do you think about Chase Claypool getting traded back to Pittsburgh for a 7th round pick?
Tate boy fresh.
Jeez.
I'm about to put the sign up already on you, man. I'm about to hit you with about 4 signs, rapid fire signs.
What sign
man.
is it?
First of all, we traded that bum. Second of all,
get a second.
He's straight hot trash. Third of all, hold on, bro. No, just stop it. And the last one I got to get you with is stop it, man. Come on, Tate. Don't do that to us. We do not want to see no parts of Chase Claypool ever again in a black and gold. Ever.
It's just
stop it. No.
It's just a question, man. I mean, Deontay Johnson hurt. I mean, if he's properly motivated, he's the devil we know. I can say that. But yeah, I'm not saying I want him, but I mean, for a 7th-round pick, I might consider it. And it would be funny because Chicago would have been fleeced themselves. Because Chase Claypool would probably come here and start playing good again.
I don't know, man.
He just got to stop some of the clownery.
Man, he wants to be a supermodel, dog. He wants to be a supermodel.
He be on some clownism.
Yeah, he want to be a supermodel. He don't want to play football.
Speaking of supermodels, B Dirt, your boy had to get his hair cut.
Oh, did it get in his eyes? Is that what was a problem with week 1?
Hey, B Dirt, I listened to the Bengals Blitz today with whoever your crew you got on there. And that was a really good episode.
Yeah, Chase is really Chase Younts. He's really good.
Yeah, that was really good. They was blaming Burrow. They said they can't blame Burrow. Got to take someone to blame. So
yeah, most definitely.
Not some of them biased Fairweather fans like my compadre up there in the right hand corner.
Who?
Wait, what?
that Al.
Bias about what? To say Joe Burrow ain't trash? Joe Burrow ain't trash.
He ain't. But that was the worst game by far I've ever seen him have. And some of the things that he struggled with are like he's normally one of the most accurate passers in the league, and his accuracy was just awful.
Yeah, so was Kenny Pickett's the other day.
How many drops did they have though? Did the Bengals have? A whole bunch.
No. If they were calling them drops, they were being nice to Joe Burrow. He threw some bad passes.
Yeah, T. Higgins had some drops, but Kenny Pickett looked like, man, I don't know what category to put him. I don't want to dog him and say trash already, but he looked real suspect, man. He looked real suspect. I can't call him trash. Tate, you on the silencer, dog. You got the silencer.
I said, is that your bias? Because you could easily say Kenny Pickett had a trash game.
I'm reaching for the trash and I'm shaking. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't trash. No. So I guess that is bias, bro. I guess that is bias, man. Because I can't call him trash yet. I can't.
I mean, I've heard some people wondering if he maybe got another concussion. Like I've heard some rumblings about that around here.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I like the kid. Hopefully he bounces back from it.
Yeah.
I think he'll be all right. But what's up to everybody in the live chat? The regulars, Jar Devil, Afton, Kathy, Claude.
Yeah.
I told Pittsburgh Toddy.
Yeah, that live chat is lit up, dog. Like always. Y'all make sure you like
too.
Like the video.
Malone, Lil Timmy.
Yeah. Sherry Richards. She rocks with us
every week. Richards.
Yeah, every week. Every week, man.
Everybody out there. Hopefully we can have a good show, and towards the end we can get a few comments in the live chat, a few questions.
Yeah, facts.
But
Jared Devil said Claypool wants to be a Pokemon trader.
I wouldn't surprise me.
Great.
Listen, fact.
It wouldn't surprise me. But hey, so this is a big weekend in the AFC North.
Yeah.
The standings. The Browns on top of the division. Well, 2 teams 1-0, 2 teams 0-1. How they got it broken down. The Browns won a division game. The Bengals lost a division game. So that's 1st and 4th. The Steelers lost a non-conference game. The Ravens won a non-division game. So that's how it's the order they're in. But so it can tighten up after this weekend. I mean, the Bengals can beat the Ravens. And if the Steelers beat the Browns, they would jump into first place. The Bengals beat the Ravens, they would jump in to a tie for second with the Browns.
Yep.
But so what do you guys think about the division race when we talk about the two games this weekend? We're going to talk about the Bengals, Ravens first, then we're going to get on the Steelers and the Browns. But what do you guys think about the division standings? I think we probably anticipate it's going to be close all season long, right?
I do, yeah. I think we've talked about that all offseason. I think it would be fitting for the Steelers and the Bengals to win, so we all three teams are 1-1, but all four teams are 1-1. But I mean, I just whoever wins the division may be 4-2. I wouldn't 3-3 is a definite possibility for winning the division too. So yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's one game.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, but I mean, the Bengals started 0-2 last year. I really feel like the Steelers don't have time to wait. We got off to a slow start last year, and at the end of the year, it cost us. We finished 7-2, but that slow start, 2-6 start, just really killed us.
Yeah, but the Steelers fans got to really pump their brakes, though, too, bro, Tate. They got to and beat her. They got to pump their brakes. Because the San Francisco 49ers, I've said it already, the power shifted back to the NFC as of now. The NFC got 3 legitimate squads.
Yeah, it got to sort of you need to pump your brakes. I mean, as far as NFL power rankings, where they drop every week, yeah. 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles, I agree.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that's what it's going to be in 6 weeks.
Go ahead, B-Dirt.
I said it 2 years ago, man. Like going into last season, I said AFC's got the quarterbacks until somebody else's quarterback makes that next step. Can Hurts be that guy? Can Purdy be that guy? I think we've already seen who's not that guy.
Yeah.
May have the most complete team defensive wise. I just don't trust Dak.
So trash. Yeah.
So that's if one of those guys can take that next step, then maybe. But until then, I mean, I'm going to go with the conference that's got the better quarterbacks.
Yeah. But they definitely – what's up, bro?
Go ahead. No, say what you're going to say.
They definitely have improved, though, because their defense is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
The defense that the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Cowboys have ran out on the field it's looking a little nasty. Jets defense nasty, too. It's looking real nasty early. They look real nasty early.
They look real nice, the Jets defense.
Yeah.
But Big G.
Yes, sir.
What you was doing at the mall today, man?
Had to get a shirt for the podcast. Got me a new Batman black and yellow Steelers shirt for all my fans out there rocking that Batman black and yellow with the Steelers. Rocking it out. Had to go get me a shirt, and that's what I do.
You see, you also seen an old friend of ours and talked about me, and that joker called me.
He should have.
Shaky.
He was checking on you, man. Make sure you was good. For all of you that don't know, our friends, we've had multiple friends, guys that we were close with in the last 2 weeks pass. I mean, probably last month. Me and Tate have had some serious blows happen in our friendship of growing up as kids. So we lost another one of our friends today. So Jason was here from out of town. Yeah.
But hey, man, let's take a look at these standings one more time before we start talking about the game.
Yeah.
So you see the standings?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Remember those.
Uh-huh.
See these standings?
That's a trash standings. That's old trash standings, man.
See, the SCN logo is over my 1-0, but underneath me at 0-1 is Payday. Big G is actually in last place. That 12 is last place.
Yeah.
And B-Dirt is MILF and Cookies, 0-1 also.
I will say the same thing.
What's that?
1 week, man.
Yeah, it's 1 week, man.
Ain't nobody won a championship in week 1.
Listen, he about to get take a lap already, man. Take a lap, Tate. Take a lap. It's week 1.
I'm saying, like last week, I was trash out the gate. So for me to be back in the trending in the direction that I'm used to trending in, feels good. That's all.
The middle of the pack.
Yeah. Well, first place, 1-0. All you can do is win your game.
Six.
All you can do is win your game. And I'm gonna take care of pay this weekend.
Yeah, Pay might get stomped for real, but I'm telling you to go kick rocks early. Go kick rocks. You and your fantasy
All
team.
right, B Dirt, man. Well, I was hoping to have you and Pay debate about this thing.
I can debate myself.
Well, no, I want somebody to have a Ravens take, but it's cool.
No, I got a Ravens take.
They trash. But go ahead, man.
Oh, Big G, man, you burn trash out, man. It's not even viable or legitimate that you use it so much.
The Ravens is fool's gold. I'll let B Dirt do his thing, but the Ravens is fool's gold. Go ahead, B Dirt. Do your thing, bro.
The Ravens, I think, on defense, I'm going to focus on defense first. They need to scheme up. They need to get to Joe Burrow before we can expose their defensive backfield and some of the injuries they have going on there and whatnot. So their key to this game is going to be pressuring Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Then I think we're in a much better place now than we were 2 years ago as far as being able to spy, on Lamar. Our linebackers are athletic. They're playing really well. That doesn't bother me. I thought our safeties played well last week. I like where we're at defensively. So, can they complete passes? Is Mark Andrews going to be healthy? Because that could be a difference maker. But I really think the key to the whole game is they have to win the turnover battle, and they have to put pressure on the quarterback.
The Ravens have some key injuries. They playing without Ronnie Stanley, Tyler Lindenbaum, and Marlon Humphrey. He's a game time decision, but it's likely that he's out.
Yep. Do you know that the Baltimore Ravens threw the ball 41 times last week's game? That's more than they threw. It says 17 to 22 as far as completions, but I think I ain't got no 22. I got 21. So they threw the ball 21 times. But that's the most out of their scheme. They had 50% of their throws for the first time ever in a game in like years. And Lamar was out there playing trash. He's not good.
I think OBJ had 3 targets, 2 catches.
Yeah.
20-some yards.
Yeah.
Let's talk about last week's stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they both of them, neither one of them really played well.
Doo-Doo Brown right there.
I think that was kind of a trend for a lot of, the only QB, the great games were Jordan Love and Tua.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, Jordan Love really showed me something.
So
For real.
Take the issue is this. Lamar Jackson, that's going to be like the normal. Joe Burrow, that's an anomaly. Joe Burrow's not going to have another game like that all season. It's not going to happen.
I said when I watched our game, and we gave up 24 points, but 10 of it was on short fields, on going for it on fourth down when you're behind and whatever. I thought our defense played well. If you're telling me, and this is rewind to last year after the Steelers beat us in week 1 and he had 5 turnovers, if you're telling me that the reason why I lost that game is Joe Burrow, I feel pretty good about the next 16 games.
Facts.
Because I don't think he's gonna cost us the game. 16 more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he is neither. Who's this game bigger for, Burrow or Jackson?
I say because it's at home, probably Burrow. I think Burrow needs to bounce back here.
Burrow and Chase, I think they need to get off this 9. I think they will. I think Baltimore's pass defense can be had. I think last week C.J. Stroud led 3 field goal drives that probably should have been touchdown drives.
Facts. They was in the red zone 4 times. 4 times. Turnover and 3 times down there and kick field goals.
Yeah. So, I like Burrow and Jamar Chase coming back this week.
The comment, he can't start 0-2. We did last year.
Yeah.
We can and still win a division. But let's not do it again. That's I mean,
Yeah, you don't want to start losing 2 division games either.
no.
Last year it was the Steelers, then who was it? I know you beat the Cowboys early, right?
No, we got beat by the Cowboys.
So it was the Steelers and the Cowboys week 1 and 2.
Might have been, yeah.
All right. And then Baltimore's new number 1 receiver is Zay Flowers. He had 10 targets, 9 catches, and like 80 yards. I think he's going to be their go-to guy. What do you think about that, Big G?
Well, I mean, his longest catch was for 21 yards. So this passing attack that the Baltimore Ravens was supposed to be rolling out.
Big G, 10 targets. 10 targets, though.
Yeah, but I'll take 10 targets for 80 yards. Matter of fact, he had 78 yards for 10 targets.
Right.
So,
78 yards.
throw the ball to him all day and night. Keep him under 100. You're not a threat. Your longest catch was for 21 yards. You're not a threat at all. This, like I said, this passing game was supposed to scare the whole AFC North. No. And that's why when you put that initial graphic up about Lamar Jackson, that's going to be his normal. You might every now and then see him throw for 250, maybe 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but he's shooting his normal. It ain't no scare. Lamar Jackson hurts people with his legs. He doesn't hurt people with his arm and his ability to improvise and scramble. That's how he wins. They're not going to revolutionize. And now that J.K. Dobbins is out too, where are they going? What they going to do?
Listen, if they want to throw that West Coast type offense and throw a bunch of 4-yard passes
all day. Yeah, all day. And Mark Andrews probably ain't playing. So they ain't got no J.K. Dobbins, no Mark Andrews. And Zay, I'm going to tell you what the Bengals going to do. They're going to sit in cover 2 and cover 3 and drop back and keep everything in front of them. The same thing that you saw the Minnesota Vikings try to do to Jalen Hurts is what the Bengals are going to do to Lamar. They're going to cover 2, cover 3, drop the safeties, keep everything in front of them and say, okay, if you beat us dumping it 15, 16, 17, 18 times short, okay, oh well.
So
who cares?
So predictions. You guys want to get your predictions now, or you want to save them to the end, or you want to save them to overtime? When this game,
it's up to you. It's up to you, man. You call it. It's your squad. I know who I'm riding with though, but you call
it. 27-13.
Who?
Bengals.
That's what I'm talking about. Be there. Facts.
They might Bengals win. Bengals in the under.
Yeah, they might beat them harder than that. They might put 30 up there.
What's your score prediction, Big G?
Probably 31-17, 31-14. They're going to smoke them. They're going to smoke them.
All right, everybody. If you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going nowhere. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk about the Browns-Steelers matchup. So if you're listening on audio, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any audio platform, we'll be right back after this ad break. And we're back on the Homies Podcast, minus pay.
Yeah.
But we're talking Browns Steelers.
Yeah.
You guys watch college football, Big G? You watch college football?
Bro, you already know I run a college football podcast called Level Up. I love college football more than I love pro.
Okay. Tell me, are you familiar with this player?
Yeah. I know exactly who he is. Very good player. I don't know. Is he kid to you?
Of course he is.
And
I got his dad on the podcast.
Oh, what's up, Mike? What's going on,
What's
bro?
going on?
Mike Tate.
Mike a Browns fan.
That's why he's here.
Look out.
Ban him already. Get him out of here.
Y'all getting started.
Get him out of here, dog. Get him out of here.
I'm away from my home turf. I ain't got all my stuff with me.
He rocked with us early on the We Run the North podcast. Then he was out one night drinking some beers, did the podcast from the restaurant. Then he was just gone.
I understand.
Mike, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Not too much, man. It's good to have a true Browns fan because we always lacking a true Browns fan.
Wow,
and we kind of miss y'all arrogance and like
arrogance. Come on now.
Earlier
Full
this
blown
week,
arrogant.
Y'all the most
Earlier-
arrogant team in the division. You talking about our arrogance?
What?
earlier
Go
this
ahead.
week, you tagged me in a post with your Cleveland Browns jersey on in your car,
That's
and
right.
you tagged some other Steeler fans. That's not arrogance.
Yeah, but that's between us.
No, you put it on social media.
Well, I didn't realize that if I tagged you, it would. I thought. See, mine. I gotta approve anything that gets posted on my page.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
not scared of what y'all people got to say, man.
It's not y'all people I'm worried about.
Hey man, but yeah, big ups to your son, freshman in North Carolina State.
Yeah.
Michael Tate. Is he junior? He the third.
No, he's his own entity. We none of us had the same middle names.
Okay, because your dad was Michael Tate, and
That's right.
I know your dad well, right?
Yeah.
And he was a Steelers fan. So what happened to you? I'm just asking. You and your brothers. Like,
and you know what?
my-
Being a
my-
Steelers fan is what
my dad
caused
was
him
a
to
Steelers
leave the earth
fan.
early.
Say it
And
again.
I said being a Steelers fan will cause him to leave the earth early. He should have rooted for the Browns. He'd have been here a little longer.
What?
Wow.
Now, that's the second
Wow.
one. I'm about to hit you with a stop it in a minute, bro. That's two what you done got on me. The
Nah,
third
hey.
one is automatic stop it.
Oh, come on now.
The Cleveland Browns give more heartache than any other. Y'all been heartbroken forever.
That's true. That's
Forever.
true. Your dad definitely seen some happy Super Bowl days,
Yeah.
and his offspring never have.
Every last one of us is Cleveland Browns.
It's four of
fans.
y'all, and all
It's
y'all
four
like
of
the
us.
Browns.
All of us are Browns fans.
Horrible. Bad upbringing.
Hey,
Bad upbringing, man. Come on, man.
I
Come
ain't
on,
gonna
man.
get into the details, but hey, we all Browns fans.
Yeah, man. Well, we want to talk about this game real quick, though. The Browns are rocking their white helmet debut.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's sweet, ain't it, Big G?
Yeah, yeah. You heard me say ooh, and I don't say
I
ooh
know.
about nothing with the Steelers. I was like, ooh. Those is nice, dog. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Even
Yeah,
though
good
they're gonna be
with the
filled, they're
W.
gonna be green. They're gonna be more green than white after the game over with. But
Hey,
You know,
remember-
Pittsburgh sneaky, they gonna put extra yellow and black on the field, so it'll be all smeared. I knew, because that's what I would do.
yeah,
What
You
we
gonna
gonna do? Remember back in the day, Big G, when we played Little League football, it was all about getting color on your helmet when you hit somebody.
yep.
Them Browns helmets gonna be all scarred up.
Right, from a W.
No,
Okay, that's
no.
perfect segue into the game.
no.
Perfect segue into
That
the
was
game.
3 already? I'm at the 3.
Yeah. You already got hit, bro. Stop it.
Hey,
I got some
I-
other stuff too.
Hey, Mike, thanks for joining me because I needed somebody else in our fantasy football group that's also 1-0.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I was here by myself.
Tate, you were silent all last year. I just
He
want
was-
to point
Wasn't he
that out
ever?
because you was getting your ass whooped
Because
all
I was
last year. You
losing.
come out here after one win and just
And he
gums,
bragging, just-
flap,
And you know,
flap,
he's setting
flap.
himself up. You know what he sounds like? A Cowboys fan.
failure.
He
For
sounds
failure.
And when they
But
lose, he's gonna be like,
Cowboys
Everybody
fan.
here
Cowboys
knows-
fan you.
Everybody here knows that last year was the outlier for me. You all know it.
I don't, because I've only played with you 1 year.
Oh, that was your 1 year. Them guys know it.
Know what?
That was an outlier year for me.
Yeah, you
Hey,
was
anybody
definitely-
can
you was
catch
way
one of
on the
those
outlier.
years. You get it 2-3 injuries. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
things happen,
Oh,
man. It's football. Football going football.
yep.
Auto draft mess you up, all
Yeah.
that stuff. But let's talk about this matchup,
Yeah.
the Steelers versus the Browns.
That's right.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
y'all coming off a big win, a
We're
drubbing
coming
of,
off. We're coming off a win. We're coming off a win.
it was a big win.
Come on,
Nah,
don't do that.
It was just a
Don't
road,
do that.
a little bump in the road. I do got him over. I do got him over Baltimore though.
Hey,
So.
hey, B.
We were in the
don't do
AFC
what?
Championship game. Every bookie out there got us picked to win a division. It was a
I've
big
been-
win. You could say it.
I wish y'all could work with me because I've been saying the whole off season that the division is going to come down to Baltimore and Cleveland, and that Cincinnati is going to have the bottom fall out. Just stand by to stand by.
So you and Mod. That's the company you're keeping, Mike.
Ooh. And that's not good, Mike, because Mod stuff be, man, I ain't even got a sign for it. Mod stuff be like straight up just tire fire. Where my sign in?
Here we go.
Mod's picks are horrible. His picks are horrible,
Hey.
dog.
So, but no, it was a big win. But B Dirt, in all fairness, aren't the Bengals like Browns like 5-1 against y'all the
1 and
last
5.
six?
That's right. That's
1
right.
and 5,
We own Ohio.
1 and 5.
The Buckeyes might beat y'all.
Facts. Facts.
Be who?
Facts.
Cincy?
Yeah, no, beat the
No.
Browns.
Facts.
Oh, come on, man.
Facts.
Really?
Yep.
But
Facts.
okay, so I'm coming
When was
to
the
you
last
first.
time you won a division, Mike? The 80s?
Yeah, it was about 87, 80 something.
You was definitely a little whippersnapper.
I know.
You still was getting babysit by mama team.
That's all right. But yeah.
Hey, I did. I've said it. I've said it the whole time. I think that 3 teams are going to make it out of our division to the playoffs, and I think that you guys have a great chance. I think we all are going to be fighting for those somewhere between 10 to 12 wins.
1,000% agree, except for Pittsburgh.
Okay. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
I did pick you. I picked Pittsburgh 9-8 though.
All right.
Right. They're gonna be the troglodytes in the division.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But is the Browns defense for real? With Jim Schwartz, what changes has he made? What's different? What do you like? What do you expect out the defense Monday night?
The Browns defense is real. Our secondary is hands down the best secondary in our division. Our only questionable area on our defense is our linebacker core. The best defensive line, arguably the best defensive line in football, arguably.
I love Browns fans, man.
Yeah,
Just like
In
Cowboys.
football.
On paper, in football,
In football.
who beating us?
San Fran, Dallas, Philadelphia. Do I need to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
The Jets.
Detroit, Jets. There's 5. Do I need to keep
Detroit's
going?
not strong enough in the
I
interior.
was about to say, come on now.
So
Look at the division these
no.
other teams playing.
Buffalo Bills. Do I need to keep going?
The defensive line.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Well,
I can't wait. I can't wait for like the mid-season for. So I hope I come back on this podcast. I'm gonna be just ignorant. I'm gonna be so ignorant.
Hey man, you got an open invitation, man.
Because y'all Steelers fan about to eat a whole bunch of crow.
No,
I'm not saying nothing, but I get it. You're the one saying the best defensive line of football.
The best
I mean,
defensive line in football. I also say arguably. But the best defensive line in football.
So tell me about the defense. What's your expectations for Monday night? What does the defense have to do to the Steelers offense?
I was like, my phone breaking up. What'd you say?
I said, tell us about the defense and what they have to do Monday night against the Steelers offense.
Y'all offense is a little suspect. I mean,
it was last year, and it has been thus through 1 week.
Thus far this year. Right. So, I always say in the beginning of the year, defenses rule the NFL at the beginning of the year, beginning of the season. I think Pittsburgh's offense with Kenny Pickett at the helm is gonna flutter. Y'all are down. You're missing a receiver. You got Najee Harris. About it.
So you don't think 12 personnel with Pat Freiermuth, Washington, Darnell Washington, George Pickens, and Calvin Austin III can attack you guys?
Who's gonna get him the ball?
Kenny Pickett.
How you gonna get him the ball if he's on his back the whole game?
Oh, I don't see that.
That offensive line, you're not stopping us. You're not stopping us off the end.
Yeah,
wow.
I don't see it happening.
No, I love it. I love it.
Darnell Washington. Hey, Mike, I promise you, Darnell Washington is going to pancake Myles Garrett at least once. I promise you. I promise you.
It's about winning the war, homie. It ain't about winning the battle. We're trying to win the
The
game.
scoreboard going to look good.
You can have as many pancakes as you want. As long as we get that W, I'm all right with it. Hey,
the only pressure you're getting is with your defensive ends. That's why they're going to run 12. They're going to run 12 and pinch down on them defensive ends. Now where you going?
So you think the rest of the NFL didn't think the same thing? Only going to get pressure from the defensive end with Cleveland, and we still get pressure.
And guess what? The Bengals did 71% of the game against you guys.
What did it?
One-on-one blocking with both tackles. That's why Myles Garrett and your other tackle from Minnesota got pressure on Joe Burrow.
So speaking of the tackles, right? you guys got a rookie tackle playing. I hear around Cleveland
Yeah, we do.
they calling DeJuan Jones Thanos.
Right, it's a big boy.
And he got to go up against Captain America.
Still, I don't care who you are, Thanos, freaking Megatron. You're still a rookie, and that's gonna be a rough one.
So that's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be rough. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a specimen, but he's in my eyes, he's still a rookie. So you got to keep an eye on him. Period.
Okay, so that's gonna be a tough match.
And old Captain America's motor is forever. So I don't know.
Energizer Bunny, baby. Energizer Bunny.
Right. One of them squirrely cats. They just don't give up. So he gonna get his test. That's for sure.
So Big G, coming to you. Matt Canada said earlier this week, no doubt it'll get better. What does Canada and Kenny Pickett both have to do to have a better showing against the Browns on Monday night?
Matt Canada need to stay out of Kenny Pickett's headset. That's what he need to do.
He's offensive coordinator.
He need to stay out of that boy headset, bro. He need to stay out of his headset. I'm down with the first 10, 15 plays being scripted all. Just don't run a dang on one of them little fly jet sweeps in the first 4 plays and stay out of his headset. Let him see what he sees, man. You can direct a lot from what's going on at the booth and then call it down to the field and get it in. But in order for Pickett to get in the rhythm, he has to see what's going on the field. He has to. If he doesn't recognize it, you might as well play 2-minute offense the whole freaking game. So Canada, because guess what? If anybody in Pittsburgh is on the hot seat, Matt Canada's seat is on fire. So his best bet is just to back up off the kid and let the kid play. Because he's got skills, man. He just, come on, dog. You got somebody in your headset telling you sometimes he don't even know what's going on. Absolutely. And how he communicates with his weapons is he's out there calling the shots. That's how he communicates. You're absolutely correct. Somebody said, Matt, I don't know if he needs to quit or whether or not he's going to get fired.
I told you last year. This is it. Call 2 men in a truck.
I think a lot of the blame, a lot of the overreaction and knee-jerk reaction from last Sunday's drubbing by the San Francisco 49ers, it's on everybody. It's not Matt Canada. I mean, everybody was bad. The players, the coaches.
But here's the difference, Tate. You got the overreaction from 1 week on certain people, and you've got the overreaction from the past 2 years of body of work from Matt Canada.
That is a great take, Big Dirk. Facts. Great take.
But if they had played well, and the plays were just bad, I mean, we don't even know if the plays could have been decent. They didn't execute nothing all game.
But Tate, Matt Canada called 9 rushing plays for the whole game.
Big G was down 17-0
in the second quarter.
In the first.
Yeah, in the first quarter, you don't abandon the running game at that point. You got to pound the ball. When you become one-dimensional, you're going to lose. You're going to lose.
I think they were trying to get back in the game. They were trying to get Kenny warmed up. And I think that front of Bosa, Hargrave, Drake Jackson, and the other guy, the first-round pick up front. What's his name? From
Oregon. I know you're talking
about.
No,
he's from Stanford, ain't he?
I thought he was from Oregon, but you might be right.
The DeForest Buckner or something like that?
Yeah, DeForest Buckner. Yeah, he is. He's not from Stanford, but he's from the Pac-12. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so I felt like they felt like their best matchup was to try and pass the ball. But Kenny Pickett in Canada got to show different against the Cleveland Browns defense, ranked number 4. So it's officially time for these guys to put up or shut up, man.
Yeah.
We're looking at a graphic with Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, Najee Harris, and whatever other offensive players need to be involved.
Yeah. Facts.
So I think another one of the keys to the game is Deshaun Watson. How you feel about Deshaun Watson, Mike?
I think Deshaun Watson would have had a better game. The weather conditions would kind of hinder him. A lot of drop passes. I think he's going to show up and kind of show out, especially against Pittsburgh.
Wow, he's especially like last year, the last game is his last game before this last game, he got beat 28-14 in Pittsburgh. So
I'm
you
sorry.
think he's going to show out now?
What year? What is that? Are we talking about this season? Or are we talking about last season?
We talking about the
Because
last
I don't
game.
care about last season. I don't care. It's gone.
We're
It's
talking
done.
about the last game he played before last week's game. That's all.
I don't care about it. I don't care about it. I'm talking
So
about
Big
this
G,
game coming up right now.
I think the Steelers want to keep Watson in the pocket.
Yeah.
I think, we're going to get to that. I think the Steelers want to keep Watson in the pocket. I think when you let him get outside the pocket and roll and get on the move and throw, it's not good for us. And if you remember, that's how Brock Purdy kind of got us last week. He was on the move. You know what I mean? You couldn't get to him. So I think they got to keep him in the pocket, make him a pocket passer. And I think their chances are better if they do that.
What's got to happen is the right side of our defense, defensive line and linebackers have to play better because the San Francisco 49ers ran probably 3/4 of their plays to their left or right, and they gashed us. So Watt was killing them for the other side, and that makes all the sense in the world. You don't run to the guy that's killing you; you go the opposite way. And so if those guys don't hold up, then we're gonna see some similar results. They have to show some effort and play better on the right side of our defense, defensive end and or linebacker.
Right. That's Highsmith's side, right?
Correct. Keanu Benton needs to start it right. In my opinion, as well, Keanu Benton needs to start defensive end on the right-hand side this week. Keanu Benton needs to play right defensive end. He's going to play a 5 technique anyway. So you might as well put him in there between the guard and the tackle.
You putting him in for Cam in Cam's position.
Yep.
So who plays the nose?
Maybe Loudermilk. Who's bigger between Loudermilk and Watts?
Loudermilk is bigger than everybody.
Loudermilk. Put Loudermilk at the 2 technique nose, right over the freaking center in between the nose and the center. Make them double team him every time, and that singles up the rookie offensive lineman on the opposite side to let TJ go to work. It's all about scheme, bro. It's all about scheme. And not Canada. Our defensive right side has to play better. I don't. Somebody said in the comments, Simi Fiacco. I don't know. I want a big body in there to make 2 guys have to block him every time.
They hadn't brought him up from the practice squad yet.
Yeah.
He's a big body run stopper, but he gives you nothing on pass rush.
Yep.
I think the Steelers, the big thing with the Steelers defense in totality, they like to be multiple.
Yeah.
Well, Fiocco does not allow you to be multiple.
Nope.
But he's definitely a run plugger, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's why I want him in there at that 2 technique.
B Dirt, what's your thoughts on this game, man? Mike zapped out. Hopefully he'll come back and we'll get his final prediction. But what do you think about this matchup?
I think it's easy to look at the running back game, like you alluded to a little bit earlier. But to me, it's can you stop the explosive plays? Because even though they weren't successful against us on a lot of their explosive plays, they were trying to get the ball down the field a lot. And that everybody keeps talking about how the ball was heavy because of the rain and the monsoon. It was wet. That more than slick, the ball was heavy. And we saw a lot of short throws that came up short that went out of bounds. So I look at that. Patrick Peterson needs to play better. I think your defensive back, that to me is the key. No explosive plays, win the turnover battle. And I think you guys, whoever does that, I think wins the game.
I agree. That's great take, Peter. Great take. A sensible take.
Well, last year in the first game, granted, it was Mitch versus Jacoby Brissett. And it was on Cleveland. Was it on Monday night?
We've come a long way.
Yeah, I think it was.
But the defense was like you mentioned earlier, Big G. They were just allowing the receivers just to get off the line of scrimmage and just were they sitting back in a passive some type of passive zone or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that, man.
Well, I hope they don't do that this time because I think there's potentially big plays to be had across the middle.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to try and jam every receiver that the Browns have. I mean, I think Amari Cooper is a great receiver.
Yeah.
He's not about that life though.
No.
No, he don't want no physicality. He don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
So you get up there and you go the whole first quarter just jamming to make it difficult on him. He eventually gonna tap out.
Yeah.
I think maybe somebody like Quan Alexander, maybe Keanu Neal needs to try and make it difficult on Njoku,
Yeah.
the tight end. And the other side, the Browns have I don't know who the starter is. I know they drafted a kid out of Tennessee.
That because you don't know who the starter is the reason why that's where they're going to attack. They're going to attack. You're talking about offense and defense from Cleveland to Pittsburgh. Correct? That's what I'm asking. That's what's going on. Offense.
I don't know who the Browns' second receiver is.
Oh, Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore. It goes.
Yeah.
It goes. It's Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, Donovan People-Jones.
Yeah.
That's their. And then they come off the bench with Cedric Tillman.
So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, their wide receiver group is much improved this year. I like Tillman and Moore both added to that room.
Okay.
They're going to try to attack us. They're going to try to attack us.
Cedric Tillman looks good too, and
Yeah.
you called him out going into the combine. I remember that.
Hey man, he was nice.
He looked good.
Nice. But they're going to try to attack us vertically with Elijah Moore and Njoku up the seams. That's what they're going to. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do.
Right.
Which ultimately softens up the corners and means because I think that the Steelers can attack them by playing press coverage on the outside with Patrick Peterson Jr. and with Patrick Peterson and Joey Porter Jr. puts the Steelers in better position because you get handsy with Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's what if I was a defensive coordinator, I would walk down. I would put George Porter Jr. and Patrick Peterson and walk them down, get handsy with Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and then play the middle of the field because that's where Cleveland's going to try to attack anyway. They're going to try to hit us in a up the seam with Njoku and Elijah Moore running go routes. So you know what they're doing anyway. So you might as well take away the outside so that way they sort of move to becoming one-dimensional, in my opinion.
Right. No, I don't disagree with you. Mm-hmm. So I think it comes down to also another key matchup is the running game. I think whatever teams rushes for the most yards is probably going to have a good chance of winning this game.
Tate, I don't disagree. I mean, we ain't gonna win no game with 9 carries. So
it's 25 minimum this week.
Yeah, we ain't gonna win not a game all year with 9 carries. No team in the NFL is gonna win like that.
How did Joe Mixon do, B-Dirt?
It was kind of a point of interest with our fan group too. We finally got over 4 yards a carry. I think he was 13 carries for 56 yards, if I remember correctly. And we got that 4.3 yards a carry and just abandoned it in the second half. Which 10-point game, you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like we watched Joe Burrow. We saw what that was doing. He wasn't throwing the ball very well at all. I would have handed the ball off a lot more.
Right, especially with those weather conditions and stuff. I could see that being a good strategy.
I would have got him closer to 20 carries. Mixon looked good too. He looked a lot more explosive than he did at the beginning of last year. I think he was having some ankle issues last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So
and they showed us the blueprint too. You don't block the defensive ends for Cleveland one-on-one. You run 12 personnel. That's how you do it.
Well, I think
especially if you got a monster out there, you got an extra left tackle.
Yeah, I think 12 personnel is how they attack this week with Deontay Johnson being out.
Yeah.
I think Calvin Johnson gets the start.
Yeah.
And I think Allen Robinson plays his same position in the slot.
Yeah. I agree. But 12, I'd rather see 12. 2 receiver, 2 tight end. Way more.
So what's the predictions for this game? B-Dirt, you first.
Oof. Good weather.
Yep.
Man.
What's the forecast Monday?
I think Monday
think it's
evening is probably going to
78.
be around 58, 60
58.
degrees when kickoff hits.
Yeah, 78 during the day, about 58 at night. Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know. I'd like to see. I think the Browns have too much on that defensive line from what I've seen from you guys, but I think it's going to be really close. I'm gonna call it 21-17 Browns.
Okay. How you seeing it playing out, Big G?
I think it's going to be a physical game. I do agree with your take saying that the running game is going to implement how the game is going to go. I just think that Cleveland can't get any other pressure on Pittsburgh outside of those defensive ends, and we already know how to beat it. So I look for it to be close. I'll say maybe 21-13. High end, maybe 24-13 Steelers.
So we got 1-1. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what our guys think. What I think. I'm gonna not pick it because I don't want to jinx my team. But no, if I'm picking, man, Pittsburgh got to come out with a lot of energy. Monday night, Tomlin's 19-3. I think the record's even better than that at home.
Yeah.
But Kenny Pickett got to play better. You stop Nick Chubb, and you get the tight ends involved in the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Steelers can come out with a 21-17 win. I got B-Dirt score. I'll just go Pittsburgh over Cleveland. I don't think the Steelers are going to lose 2 games in a row, 2 opening home games in a row.
Hey man, Claude Bishop said the Steelers are going to win 45-6. Claude, stop it, Claude. Stop it. We're not going to win 45-6, Claude.
It'd be something if he was right, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah, it sure would be. I'd be calling him Claustradamus.
I'll tell you how I do feel about this game. There'll be no money laid on this game by me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked it goes either way. I'm staying away from this game.
So real quick, you got any Big G burners
for the game for this game?
No. Time of the show. Do you got some? If you don't, pass the mic.
Of course, dog. I keep burners in the chamber.
Give it to us, man. We got about 7 minutes left.
I think this is the coming out party for George Pickens. On Monday Night Football, I think this is the coming out party for George Pickens. I look for George Pickens to have 7 catches for 100 yards and at least a touchdown. But I think this is the coming out party for him on national television. I think he's going to play really, really, really well. And I believe that Darnell Washington is going to show everybody why he should have been a first-round draft pick this game. Because between his blocking and maybe he's going to have a nice catch going right up the seam on him and go run somebody over in the secondary, then you're going to understand why we picked him and why he was born to be a Steeler. So I look for Washington and Pickens to do what they do.
Them Georgia boys, okay.
Yeah.
B-Dirt, you doing anybody dirty?
I'm doing something dirty.
I'm
gonna do the week 1 overreaction dirty.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your team lost, it doesn't mean your season's lost. If your team won, it doesn't mean they're going to the Super Bowl.
Facts.
Everybody relax. You cannot even really start analyzing stuff until you get 4 games under your belt and start seeing how certain young players are going to start performing, how offensive lines are going to start meshing together. There's a lot of things. and we don't play preseason games like we used to 15, 20 years ago. Like, no one's played yet, really. So just pump the brakes, to steal one of your guys' lines. Everybody relax. Let the season play out. I still think you're going to see some really good football out of this division. And may the best team win at the end of the year.
Nice. So we're going to go ahead and get to wrapping up. B. Dirk, tell us about what's going on over there and running the jungle, and what's up with Pay Dirt and everything you got going on.
So, we've been doing Running Through the Jungle. Goes live on Thursday mornings to Spotify and Apple Pod, wherever you get your podcasts. We got our boy Chase Younts doing the Bengals Blitz. That goes out on Wednesday morning. When we can find somebody for the preview game, we did bring on a Browns fan. We did not get one this week, partially because of I had a lot of things going on with my other work. So I wasn't able to do that, but Justin Lacey helped me out with Running Through the Jungle. We got that out, and we will be doing a post-game wrap-up after every game and a little coach's cliff notes. So that's the Roaring Reactions podcast, where we get on and just whatever comes to the dome, we spit it out.
Wow.
So a lot going on. And then Pay Dirt, we're trying to get it so we can record on Wednesdays. This week it'll go out again on Saturday morning. But if you were able to catch us last week and you listened to me, you did pretty good. So you might want to turn back in. We had some winning cards last week. So I hit a 6-1 payout teaser, and hit a couple single bets as well. So it was a good week. It was a good week for Pay Dirt.
Nice. Big G, you got a lot going on, man. Tell us about it all real quick, and tell everybody to get that algorithm up for us.
Oh, absolutely, man. We appreciate it. Everybody rocking out with us on the live chat this week, man. We had a lot of comments. We had a lot of controversy going on over there too. But we appreciate all you guys rocking. Please hit the like and share with your friends this video that we watched on YouTube. You can check me and Tate Boy Fresh out on Wednesdays on Pump Your Break podcast with Shannon White, the triple OG. We get a lot of Steelers-centric talk on Fans First Sports Network over there. Of course, like always, you can check us on Friday nights on the Homies podcast with Payday, B Dirt, myself, and Tate Boy Fresh, where we do an AFC-centric talk that chops up AFC North football. And then afterwards, we have the after party that we rock out with the Homies Overtime, that we talk all football. We get a little bit of college, a little bit of NFL, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the Overtime show is great. That's right. That's
next. About 15, 20 minutes that we leave here. Be looking for it. And we're going to give all our week's picks. So, B Dirt, you got the line ready?
Got them down.
Yep. And then on Sunday, don't forget to watch and check us out on the Know It Alls podcast. 6:15 p.m., 6:30 p.m. on Facebook and live on YouTube, where Mod, myself, and Tate Boy Fresh talk about everything sports. But we're in the heat of the NFL and college football season, so there's going to be a lot of talk. This week, we got a big take coming on with Deion Primetime Sanders about what his results are, probably going 3-0. And then don't forget to check me and Tate Boy Fresh, Relly Hall, and our boy Sweet Tea on the Fans First Sports Network. That's rather Cleveland Cavaliers podcast. It is coming up. The NBA season is fast approaching, and we get a lot of good talks going on.
Hey, B Dirt.
Yes, sir.
If you're in Pittsburgh and you're an NBA fan, who's your team?
Detroit basketball.
I mean, that's a lot of people like Detroit. I'm not asking about you.
Oh, nah, man, it's all over the board. Ain't nobody out here. There ain't there's no set rhyme or reason.
They need a Pittsburgh Pisces to come to reality.
Oh man, I at least love the Pittsburgh Pisces.
Yeah. And last but not least, don't forget to check me out on Fans First Sports Network, College Football Level Up Podcast with Andy P. Like I said, we've had a great first 3 weeks of shows. Me and Andy P's had some great discussions, a lot of good information concerning college football, and we will be going live on Tuesday afternoons or Tuesday early afternoon around 6 p.m. coming up this week. So we're going to do a live one and then a radio recorded show as well, because we had a lot of feedback over there about they love the College Football Level Up podcast.
Man, ain't nothing about 6 p.m. afternoon.
Late evening.
It
Depends on
definitely is
Early
afternoon,
evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is afternoon.
It's
Right.
technically afternoon.
Yeah. Facts.
But yeah, so that's everything that's going on with all of us, we like to call ourselves the know-it-all crew. You got myself, Mod, Big G, B Dirt, Pay, the little fellow Relly. You know, so some combination of us, we all do stuff on the Fans First Sports Network. So just, check us all out.
Yeah. Facts.
But right now, we get ready to go to overtime. We're going to talk about the NFL games. Big G will lead this charge. We'll talk about whatever topics he has to discuss. And be sure to get all your Steeler news. Make this one of the places, the Steel Curtain Network. Check out the Steel Curtain Network website. A lot of great articles, great writers on there. And the audio podcast. I listened to Let's Ride, Jeff Hartman's Let's Ride today. He had John Sushin on from the Fanatical Elves and Jeremy Betts on the second half, and it was a really informative show. So yeah, check out all those audio podcasts.
John was on my show for last week's game. I like him. He does a good job.
Okay, yeah, he's heading up that Browns thing. He does do a good job. We had him on here one time a few months ago now. But yeah, so with all that, we about to get out. Be sure to jump over to overtime in just about, like I said, about 15 or 20 minutes. If you're not doing nothing with your Friday night, check us out. And past that, we out.